Okay guys, this is Craig from bizbox.co.uk and here it is, the first White Dwarf of 2018. So this is a Nurgle special. I'm sure most of you have already seen all the Nurgle stuff now, which is coming up. If you haven't, Warhammer Community have been showing them off over the last week. And yeah, lots of really cool stuff, so let's get straight into it. So first off is a little bit about the MALIGN portents, which is coming up. And there's a little bit in this White Dwarf to go with that. So New Year, a new White Dwarf. And then of course the contents, which we don't dwell on too much because we are going to look through the White Dwarf page by page as always. So we have Codex Demons, which I believe will include some of the new Nurgle stuff in, such as the Beasts of Nurgle and that. And also the MALIGN of Nurgle for Age of Sigmar. And both books are £25, so just a standard price. We have the Great Unclean One, which also, absolutely awesome miniature. I really like it. And there's 3 different variants you can build, and I'm sure we'll see more of them later on. £85, quite expensive, but he is a large model. I'd like to see him compared size-wise to other miniatures. I'll probably do a video on that once he's released. He's released on the 13th of January, so not too long to wait. I think most of the stuff is released on the 13th, or the week after. And we have the Feculent Gnarlmore, which is the Blight Tree. That's a pretty cool piece of scenery. And we have some excellent names for these guys. We have a Sloppity Bilepiper. Really cool miniature. Really like him. I love this little Nurglin. I think he's awesome. GW have really upped their Nurgling game lately. There's some really cool ones. And then we have Spoilpox Scrivener, who's also a Herald of Nurgle. So, really cool. And you guys might recognise the feather from one of the rumour engines. We also have the Beast of Nurgle, which is £25, so it's quite a large miniature. I believe it's on a 60mm base, so it is quite large, and there's lots of bits for it to make different variants. I quite like that sort of smiley head there, looks quite cool. Probably pick up a couple of them. And there's also data cards for demons as well. So going on to some more releases. Now these are released on the 20th. And we have the Lord of Blight. He's actually the guy who is on the front of the MALIGN book and also on the front of this White Dwarf. I really like him. I really like his shield. I think the shield's really cool. Yeah, he's quite cool. £15, not too bad. And for £40, you can get the Pusgoyle Blightlords. I don't know if these are like an actual sort of heavy cavalry squad or whether they're just like two. It says they're 2 champions of chaos, so I don't know whether they actually just act separately as heroes or whether they do go together in a squad, and we'll find out when the book's released. But they're pretty cool. I do like them. Then we just have a little bit from The Hobbit. We have the Nazgul of Dol Guldur. And they actually look really sweet. I do really like them. A little bit about games and video games. So we have the Heroes of Blackreach board game. I assume it's like a board game. Has little tiles and stuff. Quite interesting. Tomb King's DLC for Total War Warhammer 2. I don't know when that's due to come out, but very exciting. Nice to see the Tomb Kings aren't completely forgotten. And we have Black Library, so we have Sons of Hydra, Castellan, Rogue Trader Omnibus, Warhammer Chronicles of Vampire War, and Corsair the Face of the Void. And there's 5 questions with Andy Hoare. We have the contact section. And we have a little bit about ORKS. So getting started with ORKS. A little bit about stuff you can buy for your ORKS. Start collecting, and then you can choose whether to go brutal and cunning, or cunning and brutal. So you can go Warboss, Killer Cans, Meganobs, Big Mech, Flash Kits, Looters. Obviously, these are suggestions. You can have whatever you like in your army, but there's a Gorgonaut or possibly Morgonaut as well. Yeah, I think it's currently out of stock on GW website because I was looking at ORK stuff yesterday. Temporal Distort, is looking at an old White Dwarf. August 2013. So a little bit of kit bashing now, it's quite cool. I'm trying not to nudge the camera. Lots of Lizard Man stuff by the looks of it, so it was probably when the Lizard Man, or Seraphon as they are now known, got their releases. Like the Carnosaur and that. Yeah, about 5 years ago, so sounds about right. So we have a MALIGN Portent. There's a story here. I've heard the stories are quite good, so well worth reading if you have got the White Dwarf. I'm definitely gonna read through this story at some point. So we have an interview with Dan Abnett. Probably one of the best known authors at Black Library, I would say. Certainly has written some awesome books over the years. Then we have a little bit more about Black Library. So we have designer's notes on Nurgle stuff, and you can see the other couple of variants. And there for the Great Unclean one. I think this one's like a special character as well, and he does look awesome. Yeah, here he is. So he's Rotigus Rainfather, he's called. Yeah, really awesome. I'll probably be building mine up as him. If I only get the one. I may get more than one. We'll see. And then we've got this really awesome bit, as we were saying about Nurglings earlier. All different types of Nurglings, and all got little names as well. I have a Danceling, a Fly Tamer, a Chosen One, I really like him. A Pukeling, Corpse Biter, and a Gut Tugger, a Cheeky Nurgling. I actually have him on my Demon Princess base. Yeah, really cool. I love the Nurglings. I've heard some people say they want to do like armies of Nurglings. I think that'd be really cool. There's some cool conversions about it at the moment. There's some bits about taking them for the Death Guard as well, which is something I'm really interested in doing myself. Try and get my Death Guard force bulked out with some demons and stuff. I think that'd be quite cool. We have a review of 2017, the year that was, and it just goes through all the White Dwarfs. I mean, Gathering Storm now just seems like an eternity ago. It seems so long ago. Completely different edition of Warhammer 40k, of course, back then as well. So yeah, lots of releases. I mean, even the Caradron Overlords seems like they were released ages ago, but it was only a few months, really. So it really has been a jam-packed year of releases. And then they have their favourite miniatures of each month. So we have, let's go through them. I completely forgot his name now. There's like Archmagus Call, and Belisarius Call, yes, that's Belisarius Call. We have Fate Weaver, Guilliman. No, I definitely can't remember his name, but it's the guy from Caradron Overlords. Grombindle, and then the Lord of Contagion from Dark Imperium. Yeah, big fan of the Librarian as well from the Primaris Marines, and of course the Redemptor Dreadnought. Got the guy from Blight War, who I'm actually going to be painting very soon. I might do a series on painting him for the channel. Shadespire, we have Necromunda and Slime Arbo as well. So yeah, it's a very good year of releases. I'm sure 2018 will be equally as good. Certainly starting off alright. So we have a battle report. With the Nurgle, with the Maggot King of Nurgle, of course, against Fire Slayers. So I was looking at this earlier, and I was looking at these sort of scenery pieces, like this little thing here and these towers. Are they new pieces? Are they not released? Are they going to be coming out? Or I know GW did do a tower, but I don't recognise this scenery piece. And this tower actually looks a lot bigger, like wider than these ones as well, and that looks quite small. So yeah, I don't know. It would be nice if they are going to release some more terrain like that. I like all these little crystals they've got. I think they've probably just made them out of sprue. But yeah, I don't know. It could be that old tower kit, but I'm not sure. Leave a comment below if you know, and if you don't recognise them, if you've got White Dwarf and you've looked carefully at these, because I know one of the rumour engines did have a sort of a scenery piece, like a window, like a broken window thing. So who knows? That could be part of a new tower kit or something. But yeah, I just can't really think what the old tower thing looked like. So I might be wrong. It could just be that, but I certainly don't recognise this. But yeah, I could be completely wrong. But leave a comment if you know yourself. So yeah, as always with bat reps, let's just skip through. We don't want to give away who won, and then we have all the releases from Maggot King of Nurgle, including Horticulus Slimex, who looks like he's going to be released separately as well. So that's really cool. And the Start Collecting Beasts of Nurgle box is actually really good. That's really good value. We have the Ultimate Guide to Death. So all about the realm of death. Characters as well. Really cool if you're into your death. Then there's lots of stuff here for them. Hopefully they'll have a lot of new releases coming sooner rather than later. And I like how they've got a mixture of stuff that's been reboxed and stuff that hasn't. Why not just rebox them? But then I haven't even seen a corpse cart in its actual box. Every time you order them from GW, they just come in the plain white boxes these days. And we have a new scenario for Necromunda called Claim the Spire. We also have a Warhammer Quest mission that all folds out. I can't get it all in shot, but yeah, it all folds out there. Quite a lot to it. It's called Visiting Cinderfall. I haven't played a lot of Warhammer Quest to really know much about how the missions work and that. And I don't like these foldy out bits because they never go back in properly. We also have a Search for the Stone. I think there's a mission for the Hobbit. To go with the battle companies. So we have the Ruins of Dol Guldur, a chance encounter. So yeah, two scenarios there. And now we have classic 2017 Golden Demon. So looking at some Hobbit / Lord of the Rings stuff. This amazing Magnus Red. Absolutely beautiful. And then we have an equally as beautiful Avatar. And then a Nurgle Dread-Knight. Very cool. So we have a little bit just talking about the Shades of Decay. So it's all about sort of the colour palettes used for different Nurgle skin and stuff like that. And later on in the White Dwarf there will be some painting guides as well. I actually really like this colour scheme here. I may have to... Unfortunately there's no like guide how to paint it like that, but I may have to look into trying to achieve that sort of effect. Because it looks really cool, and I wouldn't mind doing a squad of Plague Bearers. Or even just a herald or something in that scheme. So I really like that. And then we just have some examples of the beautiful Nurgle miniatures. So, A Tale of Four Warlords is back, and this time it's going to be focused around the malign portents for Age of Sigmar. And there's not much to show in terms of armies yet, but we're going to have the Daughters of Cain, and this like purple skin with blue armor, looks really nice. And we're going to have the MALIGN of Nurgle, and there's the Malignants, that's how you pronounce them, or Malignants. And then Beastclaw Raiders, who I have a feeling might do quite well, based on experience. And something I'm really excited about, I've been asking for this for a while, anyone who's watched these frequently will know that I've been crying out for some scratch-built terrain guides, and look, we have one for Tau terrain, and there is some beautiful stuff here, absolutely beautiful. And yeah, Tau really lends themselves well to scratch-built terrain, because obviously you get all the round semicircles and cylinders and stuff like that, very easy stuff to get hold of. So yeah, little guides on how to do that. There's a nice tower here. Of course, using some of their other terrain kits and spare parts from vehicles and whatnot. But yeah, really, really nice. Hopefully we'll see more of this. But very cool. So yeah, if you're a Tau player, why not have a go yourself? Really nice. I'm really happy to see that. So we have Shadsnark, a massive orc army. I mean, absolutely massive. And it's not just because there's a lot of orc boys either. Yeah, it's a hell of a collection. It's really sort of dark red scheme. Works really well with the green skin of the orcs. Yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful collection. And look at all these bright Gretchen, they look fantastic. Like every miniature just has these rocks on their base, probably made from cork or something. Probably says, but yeah, a lot of work put into this army. Some really good conversions. There's grot tanks and all sorts. So yeah, that's one hell of an army. And then we just have a load of stuff for the orcs. So a little bit about painting and collecting for Blood Bowl, showing off some teams. We have a little bit looking at a Custodes force. Really cool conversion there from the Deathwatch guy actually. We also have some Tau. Again, they've got a New Year, New Army at the top corner. You can see that. So, yeah, really trying to subtly tell everyone they need a new army because it's a new year. Going into paint splatter. So this is just a little bit about basics. So it's got all the different types of techniques, different types of brushes, different types of paints. You guys probably know all this, but you know, for those getting into the hobbies, stuff like this is really good to know. Then we have some painting guides on painting Nurgle stuff, and yeah, I really like this sort of light style skin, so I think I'll be using that on some of my Nurgle stuff. But yeah, I'll look into trying to get that blue down as well, because that's really nice. And then we have Beast of Nurgle. I'm not a massive fan of the dark green they've used on it, but the rest of it looks fantastic. And this next page as well just sums up Nurgle. Like, look at that, just guts and bile and pus and everything. It's fantastic. Shows you how much detail as well is on these Beasts of Nurgle miniatures. Okay, so we have the White Dwarf guide. So just talking about all the different types of games and such. local one, community, TV, live. So everything you need to know there. And then we have the readers' models. Just always stunning stuff. Villarreal is awesome. Model of the month. Absolutely fantastic. It just looked like it's just been airbrushed, but when you read about it, it's all like been pre-shaded and then sort of glazed up as well. So yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. I'd like to see. I'd love to sort of know more about how that was painted, sort of step by step. Whether it's just layers of Guilliman blue over the pre-shading, or whether they've just done glazes of other colours. But I would love to, yeah, I'd love to find out exactly how that was done. So, but that is beautiful. And then a little bit about Warhammer World, or Warhammer World miniatures and such. And then we just have In the Bunker, looking at the White Dwarf team's latest miniatures. A little bit from their Firestorm campaign as well. And then lastly we have this really nice little Imperial Fist Force with just the smoothest of yellows I think I've ever seen. So, really nice. And yeah, so next month, again, Malign Portent says Paint Splatter, a new adventure, whatever that may be. Blood Bowl, A Tale of Four Warlords, A Whole Lot of Gold, again, whatever that may be. A Black Library Celebration, and much more. So yeah. And there we have it. Really nice image on the back as well, with the Great Unclean Ones versus some Death and Nagash. So yeah, really cool. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a bit, I think. But yeah, that was January 2018 edition of White Dwarf magazine. It was a Nurgle special. Some really good stuff in there, as always. Yeah, I mean, we've had these larger White Dwarfs monthly now for just over a year. And yeah, they do feel like how they used to be. Lots of good content. And lots of pretty pictures of miniatures. And yeah, it's good. Long may they continue on this level. And who knows, maybe we'll have some more freebies in the future as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video and have enjoyed looking through this White Dwarf magazine with me. If you have enjoyed it, of course, then please do give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. We also have a Patreon to check out as well if you fancy supporting us financially. There's lots of cool rewards and giveaways and such. If not, thank you so much for watching the video anyway, and we'll see you all again very soon.